again, Solis Wealth family. Greg Solis here with the update with the crazy week we had last week. I thought I'd get on a little early to give you all an update on what's going on. Last week was obviously a pretty brutal week. The market is officially in bear territory. So the S&P 500 went down, peak to trough about 20%. The Nasdaq over that, roughly 25% on the Nasdaq. And now we're seeing the international equities take a little hit as well. So it's been a very, very difficult week to say the least. And this happened quickly. And what happened was, of course, these tariff rates came in a little higher than what even some of the aggressive projections might be. And so again, the market's got to recalibrate this to try to figure out how is it going to affect the economy? Is it going to throw us into a recession? We were on pretty good foundation. We came into the year with pretty good solid footing. GDP numbers were pretty good. Inflation was coming down. The consumer confidence was pretty good. There was a lot of things to be optimistic about, but these tariffs have certainly shaken things up quite a bit. And so again, this is a time, a defining moment, frankly, in our country's history, but it's different, yes, but the thing I always say, it always feels different. Being in this business for almost 33 years, we've seen this before. We saw the 94 bond market crash. We saw the 98 Asian contagion. We saw the 2000 dot-com bubble burst, and we saw Y2K, and we saw 9/11, and then of course we went into the global financial collapse of 08-09. We saw the pandemic in 2020, and it's just been one thing after another. But here's what I could tell you. Since 1929, there's been 26 bear markets, and there's been 26 recoveries. So that's the good news. We always have recovered. Now, again, it's kind of a crazy time. It feels different, but this is pretty normal. It doesn't surprise us, doesn't take us by surprise. And here's the good news. The bond market's actually holding up pretty good. And so this is why, this is the thing that we pound the table on is proper asset allocation, proper diversification is so important. The one thing we stay disciplined to is making sure we have that proper allocation on our portfolios. And so again, some clients are a little more risky. They're feeling the impact a little bit more. If you've got more equities or stocks in your portfolio, you're gonna feel it a little bit more, but you also had larger run-ups over time. If you're more on the conservative side with bond prices actually up a little bit, we're weathering this storm very well. So this is a classic textbook counter correlation, where we're seeing stocks down, bonds up. 2022, if you recall, both stocks and bonds went down together, and that made it very difficult. With this cycle, we're seeing the bond market really do a good job in holding the portfolio values up. So all things considered, the portfolios are holding up quite nicely, which is great to see. And again, we believe that the worst is probably, I wouldn't say we still probably aren't out of the woods yet, but there's reasons to be optimistic going forward. We saw what we call capitulation. When you see those kinds of sell-offs, it usually is close to a bottom. Again, we don't know where that bottom is, but that was a pretty big sell-off, and we think valuations are much better now. And the Fed will probably be a little more aggressive on lowering rates. We see energy prices are down. There's probably a good argument to make that we'll see tax rates going down because there's going to be higher tariff revenue. And so there's a lot of things that we think could potentially move this market back up. But again, it's going to be a bumpy ride. You got to be prepared. We're rebalancing behind the scenes and keeping these portfolios properly allocated. And I will tell you that all things considered, the portfolios are holding up quite nicely. So again, hang in there. Call us if you have questions or concerns. We got an eagle eye on things. We're watching things closely, and we will certainly keep you posted. But again, if you need to talk with us, give us a call. We're here for you. The whole team is here. We're working hard behind the scenes to make sure everything's doing what it should be doing. So that's it for now. My best to you and your family. Look forward to talking to you soon. Take care and God bless.